Alright guys, let's do it. So number 20, already up to 20. So 20 weeks of doing these Friday morning workouts and lessons, and we're like quickly approaching the end of the year. 2016 like flew by. Yes, we're all busy. It's a good thing. It means that we're working hard and we're focused. When you're having fun, time just seems to just disappear. Remember that state of mind we talked about the Mushin state, where there is no time, just the present moment. Don't live in the past, don't live in the future, live in the now, the present moment, because that's what's the most important, the now. So yes, the year flies by, but again, it means that I'm doing what I love. Or maybe you're stuck doing something that you don't love to do. Make sure your success is your responsibility. If you don't like something about your life, about how you look, how you feel, it's your job. It's your responsibility to do something about it. Does that make sense to you? Do not rely on anybody to push you, because in the end, you're the one who has to push him or herself. So, responsibility, like what does that mean? Everything you have in your life, whether it's good or bad, you created it, and you are responsible for it. How did you create it? Many different ways. With your actions, or lack of action, or taking initiative on something. Your thoughts, what you think, because thoughts are things. If you read different books on this subject, it's very important that you understand that. Thoughts are things. You become what you think about most of the time. By Earl Nightingale. Make sure that you understand that, and that you put positive thoughts, positive images in your mind of what you want. And like we said before, not just the mediocre. Are you dead or alive? Now, to make sure that you understand this concept, being dead, I don't mean physically dead. We don't want that. We want to be alive and vibrant and enjoying ourselves, our time here. But are you dead or alive? For me, someone who's dead, it means that they're not growing, they're not reading, they're not having fun, joyful experiences. They're settling for just second-best mediocrity. They're blaming others, not taking responsibility. For me, that's being dead. So don't be dead. Like my dad used to say, I want to enjoy that watch. And instead of waiting 30 years to get the watch, or whatever it is, a car or a certain trip, don't wait 30 years to finally get it. Get it now. Take full charge, take responsibility for your success in every area, and enjoy it now. Get it now so that you can enjoy that watch for the next 30 years. It just means to take action. Don't wait. And watch your thinking. Zig Ziglar talked about that in his books. My dad talked about it, and other mentors of mine. Stinking thinking. If I were to look into your head and look at your thoughts, what you're thinking about, what you're visualizing, what you're dreaming about, what would it look like? Would it be full of colors and beautiful images, or would it be black and white, dark, and uneventful? Just same old, same old. We don't want that. That's your lesson today. Are you dead or alive? I'm alive, and I'm happy and grateful to be here. Remember that everything you have in your life, even the bad stuff, you created it. If you created it, then you agree that you can change it? Of course you can. So if you create it, you can change it. How do you change it? Many ways. You have to break your pattern, break the cycle. So If you don't like how you eat, you need to break that habit, the way you eat, like the junk food or stuff that doesn't serve you. If you're not reading, start reading. Not a novel. You can, if you want, if that makes you feel good. In the end, it's all about how you feel. So read books that empower you. Read quotes that empower you. Be around people. Watch videos. Train with people that inspire you. That's what I'm saying. Be alive and be thankful. Every day when you wake up and every night when you retire, make sure to have gratitude. We talked about that last week. So I want you to think about that, ponder about, are you dead or alive? If you honestly look at yourself, if you were to give yourself your own evaluation, just like in school, if you were the professor, the teacher, and you had to assess and give a note, an A, B, C, D, E, an F, maybe an F. On how you lived your life in 2016. What grade would you get? Can you let me know in the comments section? Would you get an A+? Would you get a B? Would you fail? Can you win in all areas? We all strive to. You can have an A in having fun. Perfect. You can have a failing in being regular in your exercise. I'm just giving examples. So look at the different areas, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the relationships, your financials, everything. Look at everything and give yourself a grade from A to F. That would be a great exercise for you. And always go back to, if you can, and I highly recommend it, journaling. Go to a journal, have a gratitude journal, and go through the things that you're most grateful for and about in your life. So something to think about. Next, we know that the end of year is very close. Doesn't really matter. Like when you're doing what you love, it's just the now. I don't really care. Like if I'm in December or January or June, I always do the same thing. I take care of myself physically, my breath, my awareness, my power, my motivation. So it doesn't matter which day. But for some people, what's coming up, the holidays, are opportunities to make mistakes in choices of food, what you drink. So be committed to your goals, even if we're going into a period of time where there's some excess on various things. Exercises. I love to work the physical and the internal. If your organs are weak and your ligaments and tendons are weak, and if you have any injury before, a tendon injury or a ligament injury, it's very painful. So we need to make sure that the ligaments and tendons in the body are very super strong. So we already know how to strike the different points on the head. We know how to charge the energy. We know how to pump energy through the legs. Did you have a chance to do these exercises? Let me know, like in the comment section, are you doing them? Like we talked about before, if you learn all this stuff but you don't apply it, implementation is so important. Make sure that you're implementing everything we do. Okay. All right. Next, pressure points in the hands. How to use these pressure points to help you have a euphoric feeling or a happy thoughts. Help your body release feel-good endorphins. So this one is quite simple, and you can do it anywhere. Sometimes even like when I'm talking or doing any type of teaching, you'll see me holding my hand like this. There's a purpose for it. So your hand, see how it's made, and your thumb, the first ring on your thumb, not the last one, the first one right here, like when you bend it, this one right here. I want you to connect it inside your index and thumb. So there's a point there. I want you to connect it together. I'll just come up closer on this camera. Okay, so right there. I'll come close to this camera. Right in the center. Right here. All right. Once you're there, come up and grab your hand. Okay, so you're here. Come up and grab your hand. Okay. Once I'm there, I'm pressing right in between my thumb and index finger, like there's a very tender spot there. Point vraiment sensible. So very tender spot between the thumb and index. You press into that spot, grab your hand, and I want you to press and pulsate that pressure point. So like a pumping action, always a pumping action. Blood is pumped through the body, the chi is pumped through the body. And pump this way 20 times. 20 times, and then switch sides. If you feel pain, that's good. At first, pain is, again, lack of circulation. So let's increase that and pump away at this spot. First. Second, the river of life, right inside your arm here, just below the first ring of your wrist, when you measure with your 3 fingers, index, middle, and ring finger, right here, okay, right there. That's how you measure it. That's what I love about Neigong, is that your body is perfectly made for you to touch and to stimulate the different points using the length of your arms. So my arms are maybe shorter or longer than yours, but for my body, when I ask you to press into a spot using the length of my hands to press and slap, my body is perfect to slap the different points on the body. So the 3 fingers below, there's a spot right in the middle, right there. I want you to grab your thumb and press and pulsate that spot. This one is very good for your heart. You do the same thing, you pulsate 20 times each side. So these 2 points combined with the other exercises, you can do this in the beginning. I like to do them at the end, and then you do your closing position. You're going to feel like I'm a cloud. And you breathe, and you say thank you, you're grateful, happy, positive thoughts, and that's how you would end this workout, using these different points inside the thumb and on the wrist. If you just joined us on the broadcast, go back to the beginning. It's very important, today's lesson. Are you dead or alive? Make sure to make a conscious effort to think about that, and to always be growing and thinking of ways to improve yourself. And if you're doing things that are slowly killing you, and you already know what those things are. Some things you do disempower you. They take your power away. They take your energy away. And in some cases, it takes your life away. But slowly. Be careful. Think about that. Number 20. And let's make it 21 and 22. And let's keep doing this and be consistent in your training. Always a pleasure, an honor for me to be teaching you a bit and sharing some of the knowledge passed down from my father and other masters. So until we meet again next week, I'm Sibak Martin Patenaude. Master yourself, and I'll see you soon.